Hey, when you get older, try to keep your cool. Don't sweat the small stuff, especially questions that don't need answering. Hey there, ever notice how people ask so many questions as you get older? Some are harmless, but others not so much. Truth is, a lot of these questions are sneaky ways to test, judge, or even take advantage of you. But guess what? You don't have to answer them. In today's video, we're uncovering the questions you should totally skip. Stick around. You'll learn how to protect your peace, your privacy, and live life exactly how you want. 1. How much dough you got? The real meaning behind the question, how much money do you have? This seemingly simple question is never truly innocent. When someone asks about your finances, they usually have hidden motives, whether they realize it or not. Some common reasons include curiosity. They want to compare your success or wealth to their own. Exploitation. Knowing you have money might tempt them to borrow, ask for favors, or take advantage of your kindness. Envy or judgment. If you're wealthy, they might be jealous. If you're not, they might look down on you. The risks of answering. No matter how you answer, you could face problems. Saying you have a lot of money. People might ask for loans or financial help. Some might treat you differently, seeing you as a walking bank. Scammers might try to con you, saying you don't have much money. People might pity you or see you as weak. They might stop interacting if their motive was exploitation. Explaining your finances in detail. You'll likely invite more questions. Where do you invest? How many properties do you own? How do you make money? The more you say, the more information you reveal that could be used against you. Smart ways to respond. Instead of answering directly, try these clever ways to avoid the question. Deflect. I don't focus on numbers, as long as I'm comfortable. Oh, I care more about health than money. Use humor. I'm incredibly rich in my dreams. I have enough to live on, but not enough to lend. Stay silent or change the subject. I don't usually discuss money. Let's talk about something more fun. I believe happiness is more important than money. Important lesson. Your personal finances are private. No one has the right to know exactly how much money you have, not even family. Keeping your wealth private helps you avoid exploitation and envy. A little mystery is your best protection. The fewer people who know about your finances, the more control you have over your life. 2. Who are you leaving your stuff to? The real meaning behind who's getting my inheritance. This question isn't just idle curiosity. It often masks deeper motives. Control and manipulation. The asker wants to know if they'll inherit, potentially changing their behavior or influencing your decisions if they won't. Jealousy and conflict. Revealing inheritance information can spark family disputes and resentment. Exploiting your kindness. Some might feign affection, hoping for a piece of the pie. Fear of loss. Loved ones might worry about being left out, creating unwanted pressure. The downside of answering. Sharing your plans can lead to awkward situations. Stating who inherits. Beneficiaries might become dependent or less appreciative. Those excluded might feel betrayed and resentful. Being vague about inheritance. This can create confusion and more questions, leading to attempts to influence your decisions. Saying you haven't decided. This invites further probing and potential manipulation. Smart ways to handle the question. To protect your privacy, try these approaches. Deflect or give general answers. I'm still thinking about it. What matters is everyone's happiness, not just money. Use humor to avoid the topic. I'm leaving it all to my cat. She's the most loyal. I'm still kicking. It's a long way off. Keep it private and change the subject. Who gets what is my business? Let's enjoy the present instead of worrying about the future. If necessary, assert your position. My assets will be distributed according to my values, not others' expectations. My will is a personal matter, and I have my own plans. Important lesson. No one has a right to know your inheritance plans unless you choose to share. Keeping it private protects you from manipulation and family discord. People who truly care about you won't ask. They value you, not your possessions. 3. Why don't your kids visit more often? The seemingly innocent question, how often do your kids visit, actually carries a lot of hidden weight. It's a question that can subtly judge your parenting skills, implying you're somehow failing as a parent if your kids aren't dropping by regularly. It can trigger feelings of guilt, making you question your actions and wonder if you've done something wrong. Sometimes it's just plain nosiness. People are looking for gossip more than genuine concern. And if their kids visit frequently, it can be a veiled brag, a subtle way to make you feel inadequate. Responding to this question can be tricky, no matter what you say. If you mention your kids are busy, you might get pressed further. Busy doing what? They can't find time for their parents? This can make it seem like your kids are heartless, or that you're not important enough for them to prioritize. Saying there are conflicts between you and your kids paints a picture of family discord, opening the door to speculation and gossip. Boasting about frequent visits might make others envious, leading to probing questions and attempts to find flaws in your story. And the more you explain, the more ammunition you give them to judge, compare, or criticize your relationship with your children. So how do you handle this landmine of a question gracefully? The key is to stay calm and not let it get to you. Keep your answers general, avoiding specifics. Something like, every family's different. As long as we love each other, that's all that matters. Or, my priority is my kids' happiness, whether they're near or far, works well. Humor can be a great deflector. Oh, they're so busy, I have to schedule appointments to see them. Or, I raised them to be independent, not to hover around me forever. You can also skillfully change the subject. Let's not talk about that. Tell me something fun that's happened to you lately. Or, whether they visit often or not, I'm happy with my life. If you feel the need to assert yourself, try, I don't measure love by how often they visit. Their love and respect are what matters most. Or every family has its own story. I'm content with mine. The bottom line is this. Family relationships are private. No one has the right to judge you. Don't let this question make you feel guilty or inadequate. Whether your kids visit frequently or not, what truly matters is your own happiness and well-being. 4. Hey, how old are you really? The real meaning behind the age question. At first glance, asking someone's age seems harmless, just small talk or curiosity. However, it often carries deeper implications. It can define you based on age. In many cultures, age impacts how people judge you. Being deemed too old might lead to assumptions about your worth, ability to learn, work, or contribute. It boxes you into societal expectations. Some use age to dictate what you should be doing. Like, shouldn't you be retired by now? Or, at your age, you shouldn't be dating. It invites comparison and judgment. Looking younger might spark envy, looking older, disdain. It controls how people treat you. Their attitude might shift based on your answer, respectful, pitiful, or dismissive. The downside of answering, no matter your response, judgment and assumptions are likely. Saying your real age. People might apply ageist stereotypes like, at your age, you should. Looking younger might elicit surprise, sometimes with unnecessary comparisons. Looking older might bring insensitive comments about your looks or health. Downplaying your age, you risk being caught out, eroding trust. Being discovered lying might label you dishonest or secretive. Refusing to answer. This can feel challenging and lead to further probing. Some might see it as arrogant or mysterious, fueling their curiosity. Smart ways to handle it. You don't have to reveal your age if you don't want to, but you don't need to be confrontational either. Here are some graceful responses. Deflect or give a general answer. Age is just a number. I focus on how I live. I'm young enough to enjoy life and old enough to know what matters. Use humor to sidestep. I don't count years, only happy moments. I'm forever 18 at heart. Redirect the conversation. What really matters is how old you feel inside. Let's talk about something more interesting. Emphasize your personal view on age. I don't think age defines a person. I focus on living well each day, not a number. Age doesn't matter. I'm enjoying every moment. The key takeaway. Your age shouldn't dictate how people treat you. No one has the right to force you to reveal it. Keeping your age private helps you avoid societal stereotypes. You have the right to define yourself by your attitude, not a number. So, who are you dating? The real meaning behind, are you dating? This seemingly harmless question, often used as a conversation starter or a way to show interest, can actually have deeper motivations and implications. Judgment of your personal life. If you're dating, they might think you're too old to be dating or shouldn't be looking for a new relationship. If you're not, they might feel sorry for you, thinking you're lonely or that nobody cares about you. Curiosity and nosiness. Some people simply enjoy knowing your private life to gossip or compare themselves to you. Imposing traditional views. They might believe that as you get older, you should focus on family, grandchildren, or living alone instead of seeking love. Control or pressure. If they're family or friends, they might want to push you into a certain mold, like you're too old for love now, or hurry up and find someone to take care of you. The consequences of your answer. No matter how you answer, you might face unwanted reactions. If you say you're dating, the person might judge your relationship, wondering if it's the right decision. They might ask invasive questions like, is he/she rich? How old are they? Do they have kids? If they don't approve, they might try to influence you to change your mind. If you say you're not dating, they might feel sorry for you, seeing you as lonely, unattractive, or having missed your chance at love. They might offer to set you up with someone, even if you don't want it. Some might gossip behind your back, making up untrue stories. If you refuse to answer or give a vague response, they might become even more curious, keep asking questions, or try to guess from your attitude. Some might think you're hiding something, even inventing untrue stories about your private life. Smart ways to handle it. You don't have to reveal your love life if you don't want to. Here are some clever ways to handle this question. Give a vague answer. I'm enjoying my life to the fullest. I'm not looking for anything, but I'm not closing any doors either. Use humor to deflect. I'm dating myself, and I'm an amazing partner. I love my freedom. Nobody's strong enough to tie me down. Change the subject. My love life isn't as important as the fact that I'm happy. Love isn't always the most important thing. I'm focusing on things that make me happy every day. If necessary, emphasize your personal viewpoint. Happiness doesn't have to come from a relationship. I'm content with how I'm living. Everyone has their own way of life. I choose what suits me best. Important lesson. Love is personal. Not everyone has a right to know about it. You don't need anyone's approval for your romantic choices. No one has the right to force you to have a partner or to be alone. Your happiness doesn't depend on whether you're dating or not, but on how you're living your life. 6. Why don't you lend a hand more often? The real meaning behind what are you doing now that you're retired? This seemingly simple question often hides more than just polite curiosity. It can mask various underlying motives, expectation and exploitation. Some assume retirees have ample free time to help others, expecting childcare, errands, or financial assistance. Judgment and pressure. Refusal to help might lead to accusations of selfishness or comparisons to others, inducing guilt. Disregard for your freedom. Some believe retirees lack important work and should freely dedicate their time as others wish. The consequences of your answer. A poorly handled response can lead to unwanted situations. Saying yes too much. One favor can lead to endless requests, causing burnout and sacrificing precious personal time. Others might also start asking, knowing you're easily swayed. Saying no, you might be labeled as heartless, selfish, or uncaring. Some might pressure you, making you feel guilty. Trying to explain, your reasons might be dismissed, leading to further persuasion and pressure. Smart ways to respond. You're not obligated to fulfill others' requests if they don't suit you. Here are some clever responses. General but firm. I spent my life caring for others, now it's my turn. I help when I can, but my health and life are priorities. Humorous deflection. I've done my share, I'm on extended vacation. I'm not Superman. I need downtime too. Change the subject. Everyone contributes differently. This is my way. Let's talk about something fun like vacation plans. If necessary, state your beliefs. Helping should come from kindness, not pressure. I've done my part. Now I'm enjoying the fruits of my labor. The key takeaway. You're not obligated to help anyone simply because they expect it. Prioritizing your well-being is your right, guilt-free. Kindness shouldn't be exploited. Helping is a choice, not an obligation. Learning to say no gracefully protects your peace of mind. 7. What's the worst thing you've ever done? The real meaning behind that question. This seemingly simple question isn't always about genuine curiosity. It often masks deeper motives. Judgmental curiosity. Many aren't truly interested in your past. They want your worst moment to judge or compare you. Exploitation? Some seek information to use against you later, sharing it with others or manipulating you. Guilt tripping. The question might dredge up past mistakes, causing regret or pain, even if you've moved on. Testing your trust. Sometimes it's a test to see if you'll confide in them. But once you share, you lose control of your story. The downside of answering. No matter how you respond, you risk unwanted situations. Revealing your past. Others might judge or belittle you, spread your story, causing misunderstandings or reputational damage. Some might manipulate or pressure you. Refusal or evasion. They might suspect you're hiding something serious, becoming even more curious and persistent. Vague answers or lies. If the truth comes out, you'll lose trust. People might dig deeper to find the real story, smart ways to handle it. Instead of falling into the trap, try these clever responses. Deflect or give a general answer. Oh, everyone makes mistakes, but I prefer focusing on the present and future. Everyone has a past, but I believe in learning and growing from it. Use humor to avoid the question. My worst moment? I once ate way too much cake and deeply regretted it the next morning. The worst thing? I watched a terrible movie and couldn't stop myself. Change the subject to avoid further probing. Instead of dwelling on mistakes, why don't we talk about the good things we've done? We all have a past, but I believe the present and future are what truly matter. If necessary, state your position firmly. I don't believe in dredging up the past. It's a lesson, not a judgment. I've learned a lot from my experiences, but I don't think that needs sharing with everyone. The key takeaway. No one has the right to force you to reveal your past if you don't want to. Everyone makes mistakes, but what matters is what you've learned. Some stories don't need telling. Not everyone cares or understands. Protecting your privacy helps you avoid unnecessary judgment and exploitation. Hey there. Your time, energy, and sanity are way too precious to waste. You don't owe anyone a single explanation, okay? The second you stop answering pointless questions, you'll feel so much better. Ever been asked something super awkward? Let's chat about it in the comments. If this helped, hit that like button, share the love, and subscribe for more life hacks. Stay awesome, stay strong, and see you next time.